好啦，在等绑贺新啊。话说也没什么新的游戏可以玩，测试看刺客教条会不会那个。
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
所以玛雅神棍是玩了刺客教条之后才预言2012世界末日吗？现在2013月快半年了。
We're here. Let's go.
因为这款游戏我已经载很久了，只是我都一直没有去玩它。又要调，不能按暂停，这不能按暂停是怎么回事？我这玩过2代啊，二代啊，还有兄弟会啊，还有启示录啊，1代没有玩过啊，3代载都没有在玩了。
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
这还是不能按暂停啊？应该啊，可以了，可以了。这音效调小声一点，刚才音乐实在是，制定控制，这画面不能调了吗？那个控制法好像跟2代一模一样，应该没有什么需要去适应它。
I think we're here.
而且当初这款游戏好像是跟上古卷轴差不多时候出来的，然后那个时候我就一直在玩上古卷轴，没有玩这个。真想调一下画质，画质调低一点。
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
这个动作怎么
So
回事？
naturally, you dropped me into the animus
摇屁
instead
股吗？
of, I don't know, making sure I was okay.
这动作好猥
You
亵
weren't
哦！
in any
天哪！
danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
看看啊，这画质是调低一点，会比较好啊。这是怎么回事？这只有正常跟高汉非常高。他的意思是已经烂到不能再烂了吗？好了，那就只能这样子啊。这怎么感觉跟我玩那个地铁那款游戏比起来，画质没有
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
如果这种人在台湾真的存在的话，大概就是廖天丁了。这也蛮顺的，这是怎么回事
？Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
没有看到走得这么顺，不要觉得我玩过，这只是一站的前进而已。
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
那控制法跟1、2代，应该是说跟2代一模一样，所以没有什么学习上的难度。我要跳窗户。GG。只是刺客教条这种游戏，我只有2代跟兄弟会有破关。其实启示录我也只有玩前面一小段，因为那个钩子实在是太狗屎了，所以就没有玩。
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
这大叔长得蛮吵的。
Sir, everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
其实还是有点暗逼啊，这怎么这么奇怪
？Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Coat, sir. 这是什么新邮件？这算什么邮件啊？这邮件居然打不开哎！这是什么意思
？Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
这刺客教条女生长得还是很蛋疼的，就不能弄个比较正的女生，这样玩起来也开心吗？这个个都是批婆是怎么回事？
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
话我说这阴影以前都是暗歪现在怎么干这个？
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity. Both
I already have.
And forth. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mole had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to.
我发现这个男生都这边的男生都戴假发，女生都戴帽子，是不是这样子啊？我看到每个女生都戴个草包，怎么回事？门儿打不开呀、是哦，走楼梯了。这个有楼梯不爬吗？要爬墙怎么回事？而且我好不习惯男主角名字不叫 Edgy 哦，变成黑尔森了。有没有看男生都戴假发，女生都戴帽子，这怎么回事？那这样你在干嘛？哦天哪，这是哺乳实景吗？现在是不太想要玩个游戏，现在搞得像看 A 片一样，所以直接把它略过。真的，这每个女生都戴帽子，这是同个模组吗？我真搞不懂为什么那个地铁那款游戏只有7.2分，刺客教条却有8点多分，应该实在是很神秘啊！还是因为地铁游戏剧情太短，我居然花11个小时就破关了。你基本还有开锁、转动、推拉。这怎么开？这怎么开？等一下，这样子呢？转动了哦。哦。其实我完全不会开，这是怎么开的？这开锁，我觉得以后是我的死穴。我觉得我根本就不会开锁了。如果这是一开始，就是看这个尿性，应该是要爬这里。哦，是这里。他们都不觉得后面的月亮掉下来是一件很奇怪的事情吗？而且，这画面是不是有点太暗了？这好像，这好像可以调啊。哦，好多了，那个乌漆嘛黑的在玩屁啊！其实我真的蛮想去 LOL， 可是考虑到冈森街，我觉得冈森街去打总是会特别倒霉的。之前也是冈森街就很兴奋的跑去打了5场，结果先2连胜，然后3连败，直接再调回去。我靠，这根本就浪费时间了，所以我决定不打了，过个5天再打。
You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
后庭花。这小弟弟是怎么回事？这小弟弟怎么可以这么丑？这鼻孔怎么可以这么大？整个女生全部都戴帽子。真的，这款游戏女生全部都戴帽子。
Come, please.
Over there. That man there. CJ man was killed in the upper balcony. But I've done no wrong. I swear it.
看起来不是这里。真的，这个游戏男生都假发。哦，对，我玩到现在还没有看到一个没有穿假发的女生，这个时代是怎么回事？哎呀，真的，全部都是帽子跟假发，一点。这两个女生的模组是不是一样的？这个人走路姿势是不是有一点猥琐啊？
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
感觉好像那些大哥叫小弟去送死。 是我听错吗？他们在唱博恋哦。是荷兰，是荷兰还是博恋？荷兰的博恋。
Some fresh air might do me good.
这首歌已经超越我智商。荷兰的博恋，好啊，你们不要再荷兰博恋了，听得很烦呢。天命号，哎，这骰子是怎么回事？这骰子是怎么回事啊？哎，这是什么？哎，刚卡住了，脑残了。莫里斯九子鞋，两位玩家共同拥有交替的其中一个三个子连成一线。反正就是三子棋嘛，其实我也不知道。反正他是说三子连成一线就对了，我三子排成一列，集成魔方可消灭对手一个棋子。这不是围棋吗？但我应该可以吃掉它。这到底要怎么玩啊？这根本就不能连成一线啊！逼啊！啊，这样子是有一线的，这样子算吗？这是什么啊？天哪！我完全不懂这是在玩什么东西，反正我现在没钱，输也输不怕了。看来我是没有玩小游戏的天分呐。这什么东西？
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
工人的身体比一般人好，是因为他们都喝威士忌配养乐多啊。
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal? More lurid? Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
杀人凶手就是我啊！哎，怎么上不去啊？我去哪里啊？赌骰子，我这辈子再也不赌博了。其实不是我这辈子再也不赌博，是因为我根本就不会赌博，也是因为我根本就不知道要怎么赌博。
Captain?
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Stay away from this. 这是什么？进入格挡状态。这个按住格挡状态根本是无敌耶！太有他是叶问了，这动作蛮像叶问的。
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
这个好酷啊
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Come on, brother, die!
这不是雪山 DDT 吗
Do you yield?
Never!
Never! 哦，拔小刀了。接着再按 A 啊，这是夺刀吗？
What's the meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These fought. We were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
这一代的李小龙探步
I
真是
don't
太威
care for
猛
you,
了。
Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear.
Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Good day. 哎，这船长真的是辣。哎，是这个人可以讲话吗？啊，上面有个人。
Hello, sir. Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
以一个贵族来讲，这个行动方式是不是有点太灵敏了？我想我在等储存点，这储存点还不到，怎么回事？
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
所以说他们要叛变的吗？
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're
可能
not.
现在我根本就没玩过，根本就不知道这是在搞什么。
You looking for another fight? That it? Go away.
这种对话我都不知道是该怎么说好，怎么会有人一开口就讲这个？这快叛变了吗？你们怎么在赌博啊？
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs. Reduced rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
像我们伟大的政府就不会有这种困扰，因为我们伟大的政府给公务员的薪资都是很高的。
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
这样也算对话？我刚刚正准备停下手去喝个饮料。
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
这一代怎么感觉这个剧情有点莫名其妙的，感觉断断续续。
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice? Go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
干脆说坐在后面那个人就好了，他讲这么多屁话是干嘛？也不是要跟他讲话吗？不是要跟他讲话吗？莫名其妙的。
Are you James?
Aye.
Atham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
I 我怎么觉得这一代的对话都让我完全没有办法，那叫智慧嘛，非常简短。
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet, just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit, stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
Eh, 可以跑到这里哦，好酷哦！啊，其实一点都不酷哦。哎呦，可以上来，好了，不要乱爬，赶快去。哎，这部影片好像有点久了，赶快把它处理掉。看有没有什么下船的下船的那个鹰眼。这是白粉吗？
Curious. Most curious.
返回你的船上，结束这一天。
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My theory is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have you escorted?
Yeah, 这船长有病
Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
哟，肩上有残影呢，这是寒光吗？这一代剑好酷哦！这是操控板应该是一样的。你的视力超弱啊！按着 B 就无敌啊！
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
哎，那船长真是没用的。
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
我发现那条绳子是从木头中央穿出来的，这是怎么回事？不能爬上去吗？可以。 就是有点不合逻辑啊。感觉刺客教条人当船员好像蛮方便的，这边爬来爬去也没什么困难。船轨倒了。如果没有在现实时间内救他，他掉下去吗？其实这在30秒之内非常简单。
Oh, thank you, thank you. 巧克力棒吗？还有这款游戏不是怎么专门在行船的游戏，不然就玩到快睡着了。对话没什么剧情，然后难怪我当初没有去破关。
Make ready for our arrival, men.
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
海鸥告诉我们，这是不是有点太可怕了？我等一下去打几场 LOL 好了。如果输了一场，我就不打了，因为会掉阶级啊。他们上次说不用怕会掉回去，只是大阶级不会掉，小阶级才是会掉啊！该死的！唉。这款游戏真的被改简单了，只要一直按着前进就可以往上爬了。UB 上场。好啦，这次大概就先玩到这边了。登录就可以存档了。好了，因为我要赶存档，不然这边时间太久了。好了，就拍到这边了。